In a distant land there was a small village surrounded by mountains. The people of that village lived in constant fear. Every year a terrifying giant appeared and challenged the villagers. He shouted loudly, asking if anyone was brave enough to face him. And each year he killed one innocent villager before leaving. That day was once again the day of the giant's arrival. The entire village was drowning in silence, fear, and sorrow. Everyone believed that another young man would lose his life today. At that moment, a courageous warrior happened to enter the village. He was shocked to see the village in an atmosphere of death and despair. The warrior asked why everyone looked so hopeless and lifeless. The villagers told him about the giant who came every year. They explained how the giant demanded a warrior to fight him, and how he killed someone every single time. The warrior listened carefully, his heart filled with concern. He then asked who had been chosen to face the giant this year. The villagers brought forth a young man before him. The boy looked weak, pale, and absolutely terrified. His body clearly showed he was unfit for any kind of battle. The warrior felt sadness and shock in his heart. He shook his head slowly in disbelief. Then he declared that the villagers would not fight this battle. He himself would face the giant this time. Hope lit up the eyes of the villagers. For the first time, they felt a possibility of freedom. The warrior stepped into the battlefield with firm resolve. He took a deep breath and waited for the giant to appear. After a short while, a massive dark figure emerged in the distance. The earth seemed to tremble under the giant's steps. His huge body reached almost to the sky. He carried a massive sword in his hand. Again, he shouted his usual challenge at the village. His roar echoed across the valley like thunder. The villagers hid in fear, trembling inside their homes. Even the warrior felt a moment of fear in his heart, but he whispered the name of God and strengthened his courage. He stepped forward boldly and shouted back at the giant. He declared that he would fight the monster. He challenged the giant to come and test his strength. The giant roared in rage and rushed toward the warrior. The warrior tightened his grip on his sword and ran forward. As they got closer, something strange began to happen. The giant's enormous height started decreasing slightly. Step by step, he became smaller. The warrior noticed the strange change but kept advancing. The giant shrunk from a sky-touching creature to the size of an elephant, then from an elephant to the size of a normal man. The warrior's confidence grew stronger with every step. The giant continued shrinking rapidly. Soon he became the size of a child, and then the size of a small animal. Finally, when the warrior reached him, he was no bigger than a frog. The warrior raised his sword. With one swift move, he struck the tiny creature. The giant cried out in pain and fell to the ground. The warrior bent down and asked the creature a question. He asked how such a massive monster had turned so small. He asked what power had caused this change. The dying creature took a final breath, and then he spoke with a weak voice. He said that he was nothing but the fear living inside human hearts. He revealed that the more people let fear control them, the stronger he became. He explained that fear grows only when humans allow it to grow, and it shrinks the moment someone confronts it with courage. The warrior listened carefully to every word. The creature said he had no real existence of his own. He existed only as long as people fed him with their fear. Without fear, he was meaningless and powerless. With those final words, the creature took his last breath. The warrior stood silently, thinking deeply about the lesson. The villagers came running toward the warrior in joy. They realized that the monster had been nothing but their own fear. They praised the warrior's courage and thanked him with tears. The air of the village filled with hope instead of fear. A long era of terror had finally come to an end. The warrior reminded them never to let fear grow again. He told them that a person's strength lies in their faith and courage. He taught them that fear becomes powerful only when you bow to it, and it becomes tiny when you face it with determination. The village learned forever that fear is only as strong as you allow it to be.